I don't know how many videos I've started with this happy little dog just cruising along with me, going out, and then I turn around and talk to you guys. Just another one of these videos. Here's Rue, in case you're wondering, hanging out. Weatherman calls for rain today. Great, thanks weatherman. Wouldn't have guessed that. Hey buddy. Zeus and I have already been out. Look at him. He's a busy dog. I've already been out. Truck's here. Hello Lena, how'd you get such a big mouthful? Oh jeez. You poke a hole in that thing? Or what? People worry about the horses on the hay bag. Man, when they get a good string of it coming out, it's like eating just a flake of hay on the ground. So, hello Gracie. Looking sandy still, that's good. Oh, I love these friendly looks you give me when I show up. They're wonderful. Yeah. Other side you say? Top of the head you say? Somewhere over here? Oh, okay. Next time. Yeah, you get it. No frowning, okay? No frowning. She talks a lot. Chitty chatty all the time. Yeah, it's raining, sprinkling, whatever. So this one's going to be fast. Bring you guys along for a very, very quick. Oh, interesting news. I guess. Piggy's hanging out. She's got 2 bags of hay. Make sure to load her up nicely, because I can. Piggy's got, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. She's got a silver slipper on. There, you might be able to see it. On that back right. Once in a while, horses have issues with their feet, like Gracie, like any of the horses here actually. Except for Ruli. Ruli's been pretty well. She had an issue in the beginning. Hello, Luke. Whoa, speedy pants. Man, see the puddle's almost gone because the water's down much lower. Much. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? No, you don't like the eye scratches as much as Gracie does. Oh, the camera's gonna get wet. We don't want this camera wet, do we? We don't have the GoPro. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, foot problems. Oh, I have just learnt that Ruli is a natural pacer when in heat. Ever heard of such a thing? I hadn't, but it's interesting and it makes a lot of sense because every other time she's totally calm. And here she comes, walking back. But the funny thing is, you stick her in the arena and she just stands around, hangs out, totally chill. I don't know what to make of that. I haven't quite figured it out. If anybody has any ideas, feel free to stick a comment. I'm curious. Anyways, Peggy's got, she's had ongoing things with her back right that I've been working on. And so I've gone and fixed one, but then I found another and I thought, well, I'm just gonna wrap this thing up. Little medication on there, bam. Sort of a thrush issue. Anyways, I might talk about that in another video in the future, but hoof problems are aplenty with horses. So we're always trying to figure them out. What are you doing? You look like you're digging or something. Are you digging? This is a no digging place. Look at that. No digging. Yeah, you're in big trouble. Look at her looking at me sideways. It's like, you scratch right there, human. I'm Arabian. I get to tell you what to do. Well, all right then. I might as well let her know I'm listening. Oh geez, top of the head, she says. Yeah, no problem. Look at that. Look at that brave horse. You're so brave. When you're getting what you want, you're no problem, eh? Are we almost done? Because I'm getting tired. A little higher, a little lower. Sorry. Look at that eyeball. That is quite the scratchings. That is quite the scratchings. Okay, shake it off. Good girl. You see, to be a good leader, you gotta listen. Don't have to be a boss. You can be a leader. These neighbors are still cutting down trees over there. 5th day in a row. Crack, 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 smash. Oh, hello. Lena, why the heck are you so wet? What did you do to yourself? You look like you stood underneath a shower of some sorts. It's barely raining. It was hailing. Is there any more obnoxious or antagonistic precipitation as hail? Literally, like somebody chucking ice cubes at you. It sucks. Okay, so we do have a problem to solve today. Where'd the dog go? Oh, there you are. Zeus! What are you doing? What's happening, big guy? Let's get some focus on this business. Look at how big his ear looks when I come up close with a wide angle. That is hilarious. Zeus, what's happening? Where is it? Oh, jeez. He didn't go far. Okay, so we got a problem to solve today. Today is a problem-solving day. I've got 2 projects on the go. Yesterday was pretty busy. I don't know if any of you caught my live stream with Lena. That was fun. I enjoy riding Lena quite a bit. Crows are everywhere. Well, anyhow, this bridge needs work. I was reminded of this yesterday. No, not yesterday, day before. And my lovely daughter had reminded me by goofing around. She says, "Watch this, Dad." Here, let me show you. I'll just put you guys maybe here. And she's coming and she says, "Watch this, Dad. This is how I get across the bridge." And she's like, and I thought, oh, right. Now that the snow's gone, this bridge is it has always been a little slippery. And I've always thought in my head, well, there'll be sand on there, let's put some gravel, and it actually really worked well. But I didn't want to rely on that all the time because the rain washes it off and so on and so forth. So today is a fix-it day, and for that, we've gone with, Zeus is just hanging out waiting. He says, "I'm waiting, where are we going next?" Nowhere. We went to the hardware store, and amongst other things I was looking for was a solution for that. And oh, great. Let's roll all the way to the back. Okay, so what we have here is it's essentially rolled roofing. So it's one of the easier, more economical ways of making something slip-free. You see it all the time. Go out, tons of bridges out there that are made out of wood, and they'll put this or another more expensive option instead of some rolled roofing like this. They'll use a metal, like a metal grate and something like that. Now that's kind of pricey, and for what I need, I think this is good enough. So we're going to solve that problem today, right after I don't know, after a couple things. Chuck a horses out maybe, things like that. It's not a big rush, but I want to get to it before the rain starts up, because these clouds are looking ominous. Kind of gorgeous, cool, lots of texture, but a little ominous today. As I said, it was hailing. So okay, we're gonna get on with that. That's going to be one of today's bigger projects, along with Luke's paddock, which involves mostly shoveling that mess of rock over, come on camera, over there. So look at that, just sitting comfortably in its parking spot. Have to move it every day. Trimming horses yesterday. It's always something to do. Okay, see you guys in a little bit. And just like that, it's late afternoon. The time flies by. You know how some people say it's barn time? maybe you don't, but if you are around a barn and you hear people say, oh, it's like being on bar time. If you have a boat, it's like being on boat time. I've had both, so everybody's good. They've all been out and refed and taken care of. And check this out though. Pow! Now, David showed up to come help out and hang out and do stuff, and so thank you, David, again, once again. This became a little bit easier, obviously, when there's 4 hands. So this is rolled roofing. It is a basic sort of asphalt covering. Very, very, very common, as I was showing you in the back of the truck. Very, very common thing to use. Now, you might be thinking, that looks a little odd. It's not quite center. It's not center for a reason, because on the side that the pond is on, I actually have to put a railing, which I haven't done yet, but I plan to. And so there's actually going to be, a piece that's going to go this whole length, and it's going to stick over just a little bit. So relative to the pieces that are here, it should look pretty center. Now you might be wondering, well, what the heck are these rocks and stuff? Well, the way that this is done, and the other side isn't tamped down like this. So let's just walk across. Listen to that sound. Nice and scuffy. So here we can see, now there's lots of ways to put these things on, and I'm thinking I might need to still put some pieces that go, I don't know, but I didn't want anything that sort of messed up my steps. So what I did here, or decided to do, first I had to cut all of these pieces even with a skill saw, and then I took just a 3-foot piece of 1x4 and attached it onto the ends there, and there's a bunch of screws that go in, because with plastics or papers or this kind of material here, what you want to do is you want to sandwich it in. You'll see it in a lot of cases where people use it to attach plastic or tarps, something like that, to roofs of places. You can't just tack down the tarp or the plastic or whatever it is. You have to make a big sort of plate that goes on top. And so these 1x4s and this stuff here is here just to make sure that this edge stayed down. It's sort of stuck up a little bit, so I just weighed everything down. But if I were to just put a bunch of screws in, it doesn't have the surface area. So we're back to science. We want a lot of surface area. So essentially I just put a bunch of screws in so that the whole piece of wood is sandwiching in this stuff to the bridge. And in theory, so we pulled it really, really tight, which again, it was super handy. Again, thanks David for lending a couple of feet, because he stood on it. I pulled tight and then he stood on it and it stayed taut. So we're good. I mean, the build was pretty basic. There's not really much to show for that. But this is now very non-slippy. It feels really good compared to the, well, this stuff still isn't very slippery, but it was getting there here, and yeah, it's not bad. And then, yeah, pretty soon I'll finally have a nice railing along here. Lots of plans, lots of ideas. It'd be nice. It'd be nice to get done. Anyways, everybody's good. Everybody's quite content. Lessons are done. Some trimming has been done. I still have a couple of horses left to trim. And then everybody stays on the same schedule. Nice short schedule, 2 to 3 weeks or so, 3.5 weeks at most for these guys. Works out really well. You don't have to trim as often or as much when you do a tighter trim and schedule. And then the horses' feet, they just respond way better. So a couple more things got done. All the waters are clear, the usual stuff, But that's about it. I'll give you guys a little update there. The bridge is complete. This is a great way to make a slippery wooden surface not slippery anymore. If you don't care about the surface, that it needs to look like wood or something, this is just a bridge. It's just a human bridge. So it worked out well. Little things. Oh, another little tip. I think I mentioned this before. Horses chew on pieces of wood all the time, fencing, and in this case stairs. When they do that, especially for treated wood. They will expose the wood underneath, and treated wood nowadays is treated to about 1/16 of an inch. It's just pathetic. And then the wood itself will rot much easier because you've revealed non-treated wood. So you can actually take just some basic wood preservative and put it on there, and it'll, one, preserve the wood, and two, the horses won't nibble on it anymore. So that works out really well. Anyways, as I said yesterday in the live stream, Lena was a terrific teacher today. Lovely little 7-year-old that rides her, and just a happy little kid. So it's been a wonderful day. Rain has been off and on. I'm lucky right now. I've come out just as it sort of stopped. I expect it to start back up. Clouds are moving fast. Even if I just hold the camera here for a second, you'll see how quickly they're moving. So, yeah, it's been a bit rain on and off, so a lot of the stuff was done in the back covered area. That's it for now. I'm done this video. I'll see you guys again tomorrow for some pretty interesting stuff, I think. I've got a good plan tomorrow. So, see you guys then.